Hello, welcome back to Gasputio Tabletop Football, in particular the World Cup Challenge, in particular a challenge within a challenge. Now, let me just open this refreshing orange juice. Well needed after a day in work. And let's see what's going on. Now, it's a bit of a squabble here between George Cross and Di Davies. It's a little bit about what's going to happen later on today. So they're having a bit of an argument about the score, who's done better on where so far in the tournament, and where it's going to go from here. Now, I do need to take my coat off before we go any further. Only just got in, although it is rather chilly in here. We've just had our bill from the lovely people at EDF. So the heating will be staying off for a while. Anyway, onwards with this. What's going on? They're having a bit of a squabble there. Scotland has dived in, so our friend Jock McAndrews, he's trying to break him up with the reassuring words that he hates both of them. But nonetheless, we have decided to settle it by way of sporting challenge. Now, ref, out of the way. So, little tournament within a tournament. England versus Wales, 10 shots on the ball from various places on the training mat, and that will determine what the score will be later this evening. It is I don't even know what the date is, but England and Wales are playing each other in approximately 2 hours and 42 minutes. So this is going to be the score prediction. Are you ready for this? Let's have another sip of this lovely orange juice. It's not the best tasting orange juice, but the can does say it's probably the best orange juice in the world. There's another can of it in the kitchen, which I might try later as well. Anyway, onwards with this. So, first off, we've done the penalty shot before. So we're going to go from this little target circle. George Cross is kindly offering the first attempt to Di Williams. Let's move the camera out of the way so you can see what's going on. As he said to Di, ladies first. So, first attempt is going to be a shot on goal. It's going to be very much 1 goal, 1 point, and that will determine what my score prediction for the evening is going to be. So, Wales up first. Can he score a goal? Oh, that was saved. Roundly saved by the keeper. And Di disappeared somewhere into the crowd. Although that was an amazing save there. I don't know if you can see him, but he's actually, I'll show you where he is. He's landed in amongst all the gas heads in the blue and white stadium. Now, ball up next. George Cross with the sort of, it's not quite a penalty because there's the penalty spot. We're a bit further out. What can you do, George? Straighten up the keeper. Come on, George. And that's in. That's in. So it's 1-0 to England so far. Let me untangle George there. Let's just go on. I'm going to lift you up. You're going to jiggle. See where Di ended up. There he is. Standing out like a sore thumb amongst all them blues. Put you back while I go and collect him. 1-0 so far. I may have to write down these scores because a little bit prone to forgetting things. Just so happens I do have a pen and paper. So, England 1, Wales 0 so far. Now, what should we do for the next one? We're going to chop and change where I can remember as well. So, this time England will go first, make it fair. I think this time what we'll do is we will go from one of these distance shooting points. So we're at an angle. Come on, Jock, out the way. And ref. This time England to go first. George Cross. Remember, a few of the players struggled with this angled shot last time. Straighten that goal up. Come on then, George. Oh, yes, back off the net. Well done, lad. That's 2 now to England. Going well. Let's see what Wales can do. Can Di get that in as well? Make sure that's nice and straight. All's fair. We don't want any accusations here. Ready, Di? And that was in. Came off the keeper, but it did go in. So fair play to him. So that is now 2-1. England 2, Wales 1. Now, oops, a bit of a jiggle of the table there. Right, next up, what do we want? You know what I'm going to do next? We're going to move round. We're going to try something with a bit more skill. So, football goes there. Let's zoom the camera out, and by zooming I mean move it back. Player will go there. Can you see it? Yeah. This time Wales will be going first. And then we'll have an obstacle in the middle. What obstacle shall we use? Let's use an old school lino. The idea is spin the player, hit the ball. Can either team manage this? Come on. Right. Might have to stand up for this. Let's move that squeaky chair out of the way. Oh, good attempt. Didn't quite reach it. So that's 0-4 Wales. See if George can manage it. Oh, he did get it, but he also hits the ref there. So some sort of penalty has to be applied. I'm going to say that's half a point. Should we say half a point for England? So we'll put a half on the score, and it was a 0. So if it comes down to a draw, that will count. Effectively, it's still 2-1. England has that little half a point extra. So they did hit the ball. Right, next round. How many rounds have we had? 3 rounds. I better count that down as well, otherwise I'll be forgetting that. 1, 2, 3. Real. Next round. Remember we did the sliding in the last World Cup challenge. So we're really getting around this pitch here. Let me focus in on that. Now, slightly different here. What I'm going to do, there's a cross here. Let's check you can see it. It's about 16 inches or so away from that centre of that 5. And what we got to do is hit the ball and get it into the centre. Right? Now, should we do the 5-3-4-1 points? Yeah, why not? Let's do that. 5-4-3-1 points. Ready. George Cross. Ready? Ooh. Just outside. Di up next. Di Williams. That I don't want anyone accusing me of deliberately doing that, so we're going to give him another go. Ooh, also just outside. So in round 4, we're going to say no one got anything. But they were both, if we had to pick one, I think marginally George Cross was over. But to my mind, the mid section of the ball has to be over the line for it to count. So that was round 4. Now, what can we do for round 5? Let's do a much more distant shot. Now let's check where you are, because I may have to move you around and give you a bit of a height advantage. There we go. Let's slide that up. This is almost like a very long range shot. The ball now is down here. I don't know who's going first. Let's say, oh, George went first last time, did he? So Di's going to be up. Trundled in. Well done, Wales. So that was round 5. Wales got 1. No pressure, George. For England. Don't jinx it. Oh, it didn't come in. It rolled in off the keeper. So that is 3-2. I thought you were going to lose out there, mate. So we're on to the 6th round. What should we do for the 6th round? I'm going to move back here. And we're going to do the sliding player. So let's zoom on that again. So very similar again. Remember we did this in the last full round. You in fact we're going to go from right back here, and you've got to flick the player and stop it in there. All right. Now we're going to go for points for this. So 5, 3 or 1. If we do that, we'll have to do another round using that to make it fair. So George Cross first. Oh, missed out. Die. Oh, he gets in. I'm going to give him that. He's got the 1. The most of his body is in. So that was the 6th round. Now, Last time we did the ball, what was it, from there? And the player's right behind it. But this round, round 7, what we're going to do, the player is coming from, I'm going to say behind the line, right? Get that line out of the way. So there's a bit more accuracy required. Now all we got to do for this one is get it somewhere in that circle, and that will count as 1 point. So accuracy, that's actually not quite in a line along here, so I'm going to go at an angle. I think if I go at an angle from there, die up next. Didn't reach it. Do we want to give him another go? Let's be fair. We'll say they can have another go until they touch the ball. Touch the ball. Didn't really go anywhere. Bad luck. George, can you redeem yourself here? You need a bit of power there, mate. Well, that wasn't very good for either. Round 7, not very good at all. Now, some of my favourite things to do with these training pitches. Let's get the keeper out of the way. Let's move you back there. In fact, let's move you back to this raised spot. Because we're going to need a barrier and a football. And what we're going to do, in fact, should I come further back? So we're going off this cross here. In fact, we'll go off this marked cross there. Very simple. We're going to chip the ball over. If you get it in, it's a point. If you miss, it ain't. Have a sip of ice cold orange juice. Okay, ready? Oh, good attempt. Good attempt. But nothing for die. Hey, that's a ref. Next up, George. It was off this one, wasn't it? Or was it that one? Forgotten what I'm doing now. We'll say this one. Give him the benefit of the doubt. Come on, man. Ready? Perfect. So that was non-non. 0-0. But this time we'll do it closer. So same thing. Let me move you to a more suitable position. There we go. That's nice and clear. So straight over the barrier this time. George Cross up first. Come on, lad. In. Oh! I think that went in. Bounced out, but I think it went in. What do you reckon? Let me know in the comments. We'll see how we get on. Next up, die. And that definitely went in. So that's a definite for Wales. Did it go in for England? It looked like it went in to me. I'll have to watch that video back. So there may be some correction of the score. But that would put... In fact, let's make this fair, right? It looked like it went in, but it did bounce out. So that would be a half a point. So that would, if we negate that previous half point in, that puts England on 4. So it's currently in round... What was that? Round 9? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... 4-4. Now, what are we going to do for the final round? I think what we're going to have to do is get a keeper in there. Bear with me. Get a keeper. In fact, we'll get a keeper on the line and we'll move that barrier out. Bit tougher. This time we're going to go from this cross here, so I'll have to move you back so you can see. What's this? Round 10. It is round 10. This could be the decider. Dai's going to go first on this one. You ready? Let me get a cameraman underneath you to lift you up a little bit. So it could all rely on this. Oh, Dai has failed. Next up, George Cross. Come on, man. For England. Right, he's going to aim over there, I think. Oh, hit the crossbar, that, I think. So, that would mean, in round 10, 4-4. 4 apiece. Now, If we take that out, we can't have 4 apiece. Someone's got to win. Put the ball on there. Play it back here. Again, this is quite a long range. This is a sort of decider. Missed it. Awful. Are we saying misses are allowed another go? We'll say misses are allowed another go. Oh, yes, in. So that's the sudden death decider for George Cross. He's got his in. Remember, same rules for die. So if he misses the ball, he can have another go. He's got to make connection with the ball. And to stay in the tournament, let's put the keeper in the middle. He's got to get this in. Otherwise, England win tonight. Saved by the keeper. So that puts our final score after 11 rounds, 10 plus 1 extra, sudden death. England 5, Wales 4. And by any factual computation, that means that tonight in the World Cup game between Wales and England are going to be victorious. Sorry, lads, you know, it's the way it is. Fair's fair. You can't argue with facts. That's just the way it is. England get that. Australians looking on from behind, cheering on England, as they will always do. Scotland, begrudgingly, saying, fair play, lad. You did better than him. And England win. So, yeah, that's it decided. Go and put your bets on now based on that. England are going to win the World Cup match between Wales and England. And until next time, up the English!